the domestic violence and women's economic vulnerabilities came to the forefront during the COVID-19 pandemic. Now there was a policy emphasis as far as women's safety is concerned, as far as education is concerned, as far as economic empowerment is concerned, with a lot of initiatives like Beti Bachao, Beti Padhao, which means save the daughter, educate the daughter. Now, concluding my speech, while progress has been made, there are challenges to be met. Like I said, India is a huge conundrum of tradition and modernism. We need to understand there are still villages in India don't have electricity. During the pandemic, we saw a huge push towards transitioning education from the classroom to computerized education. However, we also were exposed to a huge gap between what truly digitalization is about, because we realized that a huge part of the country still does not have exposure towards computerization as well as digitalization. The 2 years that the children and the girl children they did not receive proper education because of the gap between getting a certain society computerized and a certain society that was not computerized. We are on the threshold of a new era, and we are trying to do away with draconian laws and everything else that pulls us back. However, there are certain social evils that still exist, like female infanticide, where a girl child is killed the moment a girl is born, and sometimes the child is killed in the home. And also there are social injustices like dowry, where society feels that a girl is still a huge burden on the family income. Now, because of various governments and various non-state actors, the various activists who were pivotal in the women's empowerment, we have created a huge awareness where we are trying to educate the masses on how a girl child is absolutely equal to a male child. And we urge various communities not to discriminate between their daughters, to educate their daughters, to make them stand on their own feet, and to also increase the legal age of marriage of girls. Now the legal age of India to get married is 21. Earlier it was 18. So I think this is a huge commendation of, like I said, various state actors, the civil rights movement, and the various governments who have ensured that we are on the path of ensuring 1/3 reservation of women in Parliament and 1/3 reservation of women in various legislative assemblies across India. Like I said, every state in India is like a different country. Our country is so diverse, which is home to different languages. We've got hundreds of different languages, hundreds of different dialects, and we've got some of the major 5 religions in India that exist today. And we've got a plethora of women's voices that are trying to be heard in the political arena, in the social arena, in the diplomatic arena, and the cultural arena. And we will ensure that today India is a country to reckon with, and India should set a shining example to all the countries that we as a diversity stand today as a strength and not a weakness. Thank you so much, and I'm grateful to the government of Azerbaijan and also Yegana, and to NAM for inviting me over for such a pivotal conference. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Saira, such important and with such important speech of you about Indian women and about Indian experience for the struggle of women, about historical moments, your women's struggle. And I think it's very useful for all of us because I'm sure everyone can something to learn. Thank you. Now our next speaker.